Thank you.
All right, we'll go on a quick news break right now. Now, listen to what she's saying from what you heard from Bio. It's not easy to read out. So show appreciation by actually paying attention when the news is being read out to you. GBK is standing by. And when we come back, Olive and I will continue to speak out. And again, like we mentioned earlier on, pay us back by listening to us. We have another fantastic guest coming up. Hello there and welcome back. This is still Hello Nigeria. Thank you, GBK, very much for the news at 1. Now, we're going to be wrapping up the show, but on a very high note. Maybe we might even get some music thrown in as well, because we have a very, very talented young man here with us. He's our second guest for today. He won, you know him very well, as you all voted for him to win The Voice, the last edition of The Voice Season 2. And his name is Daniel, but he's very well known and loved as IDYL. Hello, IDYL. How are you doing?
I'm very fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm well. It's good to feel that I know you and I can call you Daniel Diongoli for those who don't know his full name. What does your name mean? Daniel? Okay, not Daniel Diongoli. Do you know what it means?
I don't even
know. What does Emodi mean?
Emodi means like whatever you do would remain. Only Emodi. You know, so that's
why something you thought in your head.
No, not what I thought in my head. That's the explanation that my mom gave to me, but I don't know if my mom gave me a correct explanation because I always ask. So I'm usually curious about the meaning of people's surnames.
All right, let's go back to IDYL. I think IDYL is alright. You're comfortable with IDYL, right?
How did the name IDYL come up?
Well, in 2013 when I got into school, I wanted to rebrand myself, you know, because I was getting into school and I wanted to take the music business serious. So I thought of a name that someone could easily remember. So I was brainstorming one evening and I just came across the IDYL. I was like, IDYL, the thing sounds really nice, you know. So I went through the dictionaries, saw the meaning, you know, went on Google to see if any artist was using that name. And no artist was using the name. I was like, okay, IDYL, you know. And it went hand in hand with the kind of music, like the kind of artist I want to be, you know. I want to be the kind of artist that, you know, you see on TV, you as an aspiring artist, you'd be like, I want to be like that guy, you know. I want to make this guy's kind of music. I was like, okay, yeah, it suits everything, the perfect picture.
And then you
like,
tweaked
okay,
the
yeah,
spelling.
I do, yeah. I was using the IDYL spelling before, back in school, but before I went for The Voice, I was like, okay, I need to just make it a bit easier, because if you use that name on Google, you'd see a lot of other things.
Yes,
like,
that was a wise move.
Yeah, let me
Very
make
wise.
it easy as I use the IDYL.
IDYL. All right, now IDYL, you look like, to me, like a romantic heartbreaker. You look like that guy that will enter uni and all the girls said, IDYL. Was it like that for you when you're in university? You look like a, you know, heartbreaker. But the girls used to treat them. You now go on the stage and hold the mic. When I found,
girls actually used to like men that can sing. I remember
not used to. They still
my boyfriend in university was a singer, and then he would climb on the stage and singing, and girls would be screaming, "Take out, we love you!" I'm like, no, I'm his girlfriend. Why you all
no, but you should feel proud that you all love him, but at the end of the day, he comes back to me.
But then a lot of eyes are watching.
So you can't say the truth.
But no. Okay. Back in school, I'm more like, you know, I'm always by myself. You know, so
that's even more attractive.
It was whenever I have a show, I'm going for class. That's when you see me in campus or see me walking down. But if there's no engagement, I'm in my house.
Yeah.
So yeah, but there were a couple of fine girls that.
Is there any fine girl in your life now, IDYL? Now you've become a celebrity. You've won The Voice. Were you single before you went into the competition?
Nah, I wouldn't say I was single. I was.
You're either single or not single. Which one is
I was kind of in the middle.
You were talking to somebody.
No, please, Olive, explain what in the middle means.
I was in the middle. Like I was sitting on the fence.
So is it when on Facebook when they say in a relationship, not confused? Was that what you'd have ticked?
I wouldn't pick any of those. I was kind of you know, that period I just moved to Lagos, so I was more concentrated on the music and what brought me to Lagos, you know. So I wasn't really
Okay, wait.
thinking
Let me rephrase the question. Was any girl thinking she was in a relationship with you?
Nice.
Since you were not thinking you were in a relationship?
Maybe.
Ha.
What the one you left back?
I
Where
wouldn't
did you move from? Benin?
Bayelsa.
Bayelsa.
So the one you left. Simi Dakolo's brother. Was it the one that you left in Bayelsa that was thinking?
But I wouldn't know because I have a lot of girls now, my friends.
Okay, so do you have
sisters.
anybody now?
Right now, I have a lot of people.
Oh, wow. Political answer.
No, I have a lot of people because I have a lot of female fans and I love all of them. So.
Diplomatic answer. Well done. Are you related to Diplomatico PJ? Okay, speaking of Timi Dakolo did an open letter to you after you'd won the Voice season 2, giving you several heartfelt, words.
Yeah.
And then one of the things he said to you was that fame can actually consume the host. How would you say your life has changed between the time you won the competition and now? Has the fame actually consumed you, in all honesty? To a little extent. Tell us how it affected you.
Well, for me, as IDYL, I grew up with myself, so I feel I know myself best. For me, I feel, it has changed a couple of things, like the way I used to have enough time to hang out with my friends, the level of discussion we have, a lot of things has changed, but it didn't change my personality as Daniel. I'll still sit with you, I'll still have the normal discussions, I'll still play around, but yeah, it changed a lot because it has deprived me of a lot of things right now, but
What has it? Because you know why we're asking this question. There's some people who are waiting for the announcements for the next season of The Voice to come out, and a number of people don't count the cost before they actually embark on this journey. They just think, I just make me famous, I just want to make money. But they don't realize that there are a lot of things that, one, you're not prepared for, because it's almost like you're thrust into sudden fame. And then number two is how to manage this new life and what it robs you of. Like you mentioned, you have so many people. Now you find those who come with you, wolves in sheep clothing, who want to be your friend because of their status. So please guide those who might be looking to go into such, a journey as to what is best for them.
The thing is, like, before I went for The Voice, I was doing music. Music is what I always wanted to do. So I saw The Voice Nigeria as a platform, for the world to hear my voice and then see my face. So at the end of the day, even when I don't win, when I come out with a material, at least 2 out of 10 people will be like, oh yeah, I recognize this guy's face. So I feel a lot of people, they shouldn't see it as just where you come to just get the fame, because there's a lot that comes after the fame, because as a celebrity, there's a lot of things. Right now, you're watching the kind of things you wear, what you say, where you find yourself, people you interact with, and a lot. It deprives you of a lot of things. So most people are not prepared for those things. That's why when they get into the limelight, it feels like it overwhelms them, and so. But it's really crazy, but it's an amazing journey.
Let's talk about celebrities and money. Now, the fact that you're on TV, there's a perception usually that people on TV are rich and they've made money. And more importantly, because you participated in an internationally watched competition and you won and you got yourself a brand new car.
Yeah.
So how are you able to manage the impression that the moment you've won this reality show, you're a wealthy man? I'm sure you get lots of DMs of people asking you for money. So what is the true position with regards to celebrities and money? And how do you deal with the social media pressure?
Well, the thing is, not everybody that's popular has money. That's just the truth. Yeah, fame is there, but then you might not be wealthy. There are very few people that has the fame and then they've got the money too. I get a lot of DMs on daily basis. People. Some people even send me messages and they're so sure of the amount I have in my bank. And they be like, IDYL, man, I have this issue. Can you sort me out with 100,000, 200,000? And I'm like, I want these guys. These are the people who I want us 100,000, 200,000.
I think someone once said
yes,
that.
it was very important. I asked this question not just because of you, but from a personal standpoint. Because sometimes you see that people just assume that the fact that you're on TV, you have all the money in the world, and then they go into your DMs and they're asking for money.
But even when you have all the money, trust me, there's a lot of immediate things you need to take care of. Like,
exactly.
you have a family. You're living your life. You're as human as every other person.
Exactly. So people should show more consideration.
Yeah, and
for
just
that.
Try to put yourself in my shoes.
Yeah.
You know, try to just feel it like, okay, this guy. So sometimes we're driving all day and I've not eaten, you know, and there's a lot of things that go on, but people don't understand these things. They feel once you're on TV, once your video is playing on TV, once they're hearing your song, there's a lot of money to give out.
All right, now people are about to DM you a bit more because we're going to show your video and I'm sure it's going to be popping and it looks like you're spending so much money. So just get ready, by the way. But would love you to give, would love to give you the opportunity to launch that video here on Hello Nigeria. It's actually our first time of playing it. So over to you, IDYL.
Okay. Which of the cameras are I So, okay. Yeah, what's up, people? My name is IDYL, the winner of The Voice Nigeria Season 2. And I'm here with the beautiful ladies on Wazobia. And we're about to launch my video, Better Love. Y'all go get it. It's on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, everywhere.
Mosquito will go bite for you. Sniper will go snipe for you. Candle will go light for you.
Such a heartbreaker.
You really like the song. So sweet and your voice is really crisp. Tell us, what was the inspiration behind that video?
Well, putting the song together, I had this, considering where I grew up from, there's this thing going on in families, this domestic violence of a thing, and it's really, really getting into families, and it's affecting the kids, because most kids grow with a single parent, and some of them don't even grow with their parents as a result of violence domestically. So, and now they don't modernize everything. Everything is getting modernized. And so right now they've modernized it. It's no longer physical. But right now, sometimes you just say words that could just bring someone down, So now it's emotional, it's mental.
Verbal, psychological.
Yeah, putting the song together, I thought of it and I was like, okay, this is the only way I could lend my voice out and the world will hear. So yeah, I was like, okay, yes. If you're in such a relationship, you don't need to be there. Like I saw the news a couple of days back about an artist, may also rest in peace, that was killed by her
Italian husband.
And I'm like, come on, a couple of things would have happened once, twice, and she was still there, and at the end of the day, so yeah, I'm like, oh, you deserve better. So
very true. Every woman deserves a perfect gentleman, and the same way every man deserves a perfect woman who will treat him right. Now, what we don't talk about often is the fact that there's actually a law that prohibits violence of every sort: verbal, psychological, emotional, physical. There's a prohibition of violence against persons law 2007 in Lagos State. So if you're experiencing any form of abuse whatsoever, physical, emotional, psychological, get help. There's help for you available.
Yes, very well said. All right, unfortunately, we've come to the end of today's show, but thank you so much for staying tuned, and thank you, IDYL. Thanks to our first guest, record breaker, Bayode Olawumi. At IDYL, how can people follow you?
Yeah, my handle on Instagram, Twitter, it's IDYL. IDYL is spelled IDYL_music.
Beautiful.
IDYL_music. Follow me, holla at your boy.
All right, so holla at people, as they're watching. Holla at someone special.
You need now better love, better love. Waiting you need now. Mandela will go fight for you, die for you, fit fight for you. Ooh. I'm all over, go spend for you.
I like that last part. I'm all over.
Thank you so much, IDYL. Actually, your voice texture is quite similar to his.
It's also similar to John Legend.
Yes. Vandross, you can call me all of those.
Oh, well done.
All right, bye guys. See you tomorrow.
Let's enjoy the rest of the video.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.